What's up, YouTube? Cunningham Tropicals back. It's been a little while since we've been live. Figured we'd show you guys around and show you some new fish that we got in and from the OCA extravaganza and how they're settling, and show you some other Central Americans that we have and some Fishroom remodel updates that have been going on and things that we're working on and where we're at with finishing our remodel here. Almost done. A couple more things, couple more tanks left to move around, and then we're done with the remodel. So let's see what's happened since if you've watched our other videos and seen our other fish room tours. This one's going to be a little bit different because things have changed around. So if you remember, hey, how you doing there? Good evening. If you remember the 675s that were here, those are no longer there. Those are now on that far wall we'll check out. We bumped out this 6x2 here, and then we were able to bring up, if you remember, back here we had four 125s, and then we had four 6x2s. So we brought up one of the 6x2 sets where that rack is, which is here. And then we have to bring up that final set back there to finish. That's the last move that we need to do, and then add another racking system for more storage, as you'll see, for our containers and stuff for our food. But let's check out some new fish that we have. We're really excited about these guys. We brought back some Temicula tubas from the OCA extravaganza. There's one of the males down there. These guys are monsters. There he goes, and they're faster than heck. So these are two proven pairs that we got from our buddy Frank Mersky in Pittsburgh of the tubas, and we also got some two pair of chocolate cichlids that we have in here with them. The chocolates were in the tank with the tubas, so we figured it was best to get the chocolates and move them as well, so that way the tuba would hopefully settle in a little bit easier, considering they're used to those tank mates. There you can see the dominant male, and that's the dominant female there. Hoping this is their favorite strawberry pot that they'd like to spawn in, so hopefully we'll get some fry from them at some point. And then we also threw in two pair of Harold LaBerfer mouth brooding subrums. There you can see there's one pair there, male and female, and there's the other over there. So they're also doing some dominance. And then down here we have a tank full of Vieja Cinespilums or Milenaris. Hey, how you doing there? What's up, James? So these guys were growing out. Hopefully we're gonna get a group to breed or pair down the road of these guys. But we will sell some of these, so if anybody's interested in some, let me know. And then also what we're working with here. Hey, what's going up? How you doing there? There's in this tank here, we got to put the lights up, but in this tank, what we're going to do, if you ever heard of Triglychromis notastigma, they're a mud spawning Tangan and Cichlid. We have a breeding pair, and then we have 5 extras. So we're going to set up this tank and put a see-through tunnel system in this tank, and then put the trigs in there, and then watch them tunnel through the aquarium like they do in the in the wild. So that tank is set up is to come. And then down here, we just put these guys in here. This is our red spot Sephrums. We're hoping we'll get a pair. This is a male from a different pair, and what I hope is a female. I had her back with my other male, and they laid eggs, but they ate the eggs. So I don't know if that's 2 males or 2 females. Geophagus brasiliensis. Send me an email, and I'll see if I can find some for you. So yeah, we're hoping we set these guys up by themselves today. Just the rhino pleco in there, so we're hoping maybe these guys will take to each other and we'll get some breeding action going. Over here in our lovely Dovai tank, Vader, he is out. See what he does. He is hanging out down there. See, he's getting a little bit more comfortable with me. So so this is him in his 180 he's got. all to himself pretty much. So he's about seven plus inches right now. Can't get rid of the glare. I gotta clean the tank a little bit. There's some algae obviously on it, but he gets a little feisty when I get in there. There's a better look at him there. So he's doing good, hanging out in the tank. So then down here we have more hair lubriferers or mouth brooding severums, pairs, and also what I think might be a pair of red Atabapo 2 pikes. There's one of them there, and then this one here, right there in the middle. They keep playing around with this log, so I've never spawned any pike cichlids, so I gotta look it up and see if that's a pair. If they're a pair, how do you breed them? Because I think that'd be kind of neat to breed these guys. And then we're gonna take a couple pair of these severums out and set them up to spawn again too and breed them. We've bred them before, but they've had fry and we had to leave to go out of town, so we only got 3 fry from them last time. So there's a male there, you can tell because the dots on his face. So it's an easy way to sex these guys when they're wild. It's a female. So we'll pull a couple out and see, throw them in a tank and try and pair them off and see what happens. There's a better view of them out. So yeah, usually we didn't like, years ago I was not a fan of Central Americans, but they've kind of grown on me now. He's tunneled out under this log. So I know some people say take it out because they'll be out more, but that gives them some security, and I like the log, so I'm going to leave it in there for now. On these 75s over here, what we got going on is here we have some Thrichlys minklii or firemouth cichlids in here. They were hoping maybe we can get to spawn. We threw a pot back there. I'm not a fan of the pots in the aquariums, but I don't know what else to do with some of these fish that need caves and stuff. So we'll see what happens. Over here we have some Salvinii cichlids from Imperial Tropicals, where also the firemouths came from Imperial as well, that we're growing out to see if we can't get to breed. We're gonna put a pot here in this tank as well and try and disguise it the best we can with some driftwood to try and hide it, so that way I don't have to look at it as much. So we'll see see if we can't get these guys to breed and pair off here at some point, or And then in here we do have a proven pair of T-bar cichlids. There's the female there. Males somewhere around here. I threw that cave in there hoping they would maybe go lay in there, but no success yet at the moment. Down here we have our pair of trigs. They're in the, I don't know if you can see them in the, one of them's in the pipe, I'm sure. Yeah, you can't really see them right now. But like I said, they're mud spawners, so they dug all this sand and moved it all. So if I put it all back, they'll put it all back, kind of like multifisciatus do. Which reminds me, here's our, I forgot about kind of the next update we need to do. This multifisciatus tank, we need to move it. So we need to move this tank, up here. So it's 3 foot off of here to give room for the other one to come back. But we don't want to disturb these guys too much. So I'm hoping I can get all the sand out of the bottom and then drain this tank down as much as I can, and then get a couple guys and we can muscle and get it moved, so I'm not disturbing my colony of multis that are growing out and breeding in here with the jungle veil that they'll leave up front now, and that's fine there for them. So they just didn't want it in the back, so kind of a neat looking tank with that. All right, as we're going down here, some other tank updates. Down here we have our other trigs. Tank's a little dirty, sorry for that, but and eels, a couple of Tangan and eels still. And then here's the extra trigs that we're gonna put in the other, put in that 6-footer tunnel system that we're gonna set up. So, and then we can do something else with the 75 once that's done. And here we have a 125 grow out. We have some true parrot cichlids, which we can't wait for these guys to grow out, which is one of them right there, a couple of them. And then we also threw in here some, you can see a couple right there, some chocolate cichlids as well, that we threw in here to grow out. So then we have some leopard val that we planted in this tank. So we're getting into some plants. I'd like to get a lot of jungle val to put in some of my tanks here. And then we're also growing some pothos and stuff in our aquariums, trying to get some pothos growing across the fish room. You can see down there we got some going on the vine and the pipe, so we're trying to get some growing there. And then over here we're gonna we got some Mascareris regani that we've got in from Dave Schumacher, which is where the true parrots came from too. So check out Dave's Schumacher at Dave's Rare Fish. So in here we're gonna put the Mascareris regani to grow out as well. And then down here we have a bunch of Vieja fenestratus, the marble Vieja. These guys are for sale. So if you're interested in these, let me know. They're 30 bucks a piece at this size. They are nice 3 inches. Some are marbling, some are starting to marble. As you can see, the one there with the chips on the white side, he's starting to marble. So there's a guy in my club that, or in our club up here in the Southeastern Michigan Aquarium Society that's breeding these. So they're locally bred as well. I'm his outlet to move them. So if anybody's interested, you can send me an email to Josh at CunninghamTropicals.com. No, I don't really have any African cichlids anymore. I'm pretty much moved out of them, except the trigs and the eels that I'm keeping to mess with. But as far as groups, I don't have anything really anymore. Trying to find more centrals and different fish to learn and re-educate myself. I got bored with Africans after 20 years of breeding them, so trying something new. That one's pretty right there. Really nice color on him. So yeah, and then some more storage here for our decor. As we tore tanks out, tore this wall. If you remember, we had all the 40 longs, 40 breeders on this wall. So as we tore that out, tons of extra decor and stuff here, as you can see, hanging around the fish room. I'm trying to make some more storage and just organizational stuff for the food line and stuff like that, so we can package up some food for the stores and stuff a little bit earlier. That way everything's not so much on demand. And then also we need a room for our containers because we're buying containers by the pallets. So hey, what's going on? How you doing? So another reason to kind of reshuffle the fish room a little bit and make stuff a little bit more functional. But we're really excited about this move. We can't wait to get this tank shifted and then get the next one up here. And then thought about maybe putting some chairs and a little table or something in between them so you can chill out and watch these two tanks, and then you'll be able to watch these two tanks here as well, since they'll face in. So don't know, we'll see how much room's left once all the tanks get moved around. Let's see if these guys are settled down a little bit. These guys are super. They just take off amongst, I mean, they're fast. They take off. So they like a current. So we do have a wave bar that we're going to be adding to this tank as well to push a current across the tank to help them. But these chocolates have really settled in. They got some really beautiful color on them. A nice male there and female. Really nice color on them. So hopefully we get some spawning out of them as well. And you get some production out of this tank here. So with that, we're gonna end the stream. I just figured I'd show you guys kind of what's been going on. I know haven't been on YouTube in a while, but we've been busy, as you can see, reorganizing, stripping tanks out, moving stuff around, making some more room back here to storage, make some food and, you know, a packing table, and organize some stuff a little bit more, just to make it more functional for us down here. So with that, appreciate you guys stopping by on a Sunday night. Hit me up if you have questions, or, you know, you can email me, josh@cunninghamtropicals.com. But we will be doing more streams and more things as we get into centrals, and share some of our breeding updates and our experiences with you guys, now that we've you know, big journey and for me into some different fish that I've never worked with before. Only centrals I've bred so far is that Novi, and I bred got lucky with some macaw cichlids and bred. So maybe these guys will do something for me. We'll see here. Beautiful pair though, or male and female, hopefully female there. I know since they're line bred, it's hard to tell male and female, but. All right, with that, we're gonna end the stream. Like I said, thanks for checking in and stopping by. We appreciate it, and everybody have a good night. Happy fish keeping.